Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. I'm Amber. If you're new to my channel and if you're returning, I want to welcome you back. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for the month of May. I am focused on the fifth house, which rules passion, pleasure, entertainment, children, humor, entertainment. Oh, I said entertainment, right? Fun. The fifth house rules theatricals, things of that nature, love affairs. Aside from like love affairs, it's the house that embodies the vibration of fun altogether. So this could be business affairs, business meetings, outings or group outings, which I know it's very difficult for a lot of us right now, but some of you guys could be participating in like group chats, group text messages, things of that nature. But I'm going to be focused on the change in those things, particularly for the month of May. So if you would like to book a personal reading, you can definitely do that on my website. The link is down below in the description box. If you're not following me on Instagram, I would highly suggest that you do that. I do post discount codes, flash sales, things of that nature on my Instagram. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if this resonates with you. You're going to see a link up here to go to my store. If you're interested in purchasing any of my merchandise, you can follow that link up there. But let's get into it. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be the vessel to give Leo messages for their highest good and their highest good only. Only you all are welcome here. Thank you very much. In your pre-shuffle, I feel like some of y'all are maybe gonna get freaked out, especially if you don't have any like prior experiences with like esoterics, metaphysical things, spirituality, things of that nature. If you're more of like a material or a grounded individual, very practical, you may not have had many encounters. Your dream space may be particularly inactive, but there's going to be a group of you in the month of May where your dream space, your higher chakras, your connection to your higher self in source, I feel it's like it's either going to be activated for the first time for some of you guys, or it's going to be extremely active for others. I was kind of feeling an energy of you seeing things differently. Like for some of you guys, it's not like this whole mystical situation. I was kind of feeling like certain things have taken place or transpired, or you experience like obstacles, delays, things of that nature, and you really didn't understand it at the time. But something's going to take place in May where you're going to see this in a different way, or you're going to see a person in a different way, a circumstance, a group of people in a very different way. And I really feel like you may have been suspicious of this person, these people, or this circumstance, or these obstacles in the past. But in the month of May, with your higher self becoming activated or becoming ascended, you're going to find that your suspicions were true. All right. But let's get into it. That's not going to be for everybody. Okay. What's going on in the fifth house for Leo, please? Mentacon. Okay. Longing for home, belonging. Says the original light workers. Like I said, I just really feel like when you look at her, okay, she has this light, these lights that are beaming from her, and it's almost as if her aura is being activated either for the first time, or after her aura maybe have been dimmed or being like tainted by the company that she was keeping, after like going into some level of solitude or finding some type of peace. It is a quarantine energy, I'm not even gonna lie, but this recent change is evolving you. She's looking off, gazing into the stars, right? But she's sitting on, it looks like Pamukkale in Turkey. I could be wrong, but it looks like Pamukkale to me. It looks like the Aegean Sea. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Some of you guys may be dreaming of Greece, Turkey, Europe altogether. Some of you guys could be from there. You could have like ties there, and there's a longing for you to want to go home. But clearly with some of the things that are going on right now, maybe home is seeming like very far, very distant, a world away. Your external energy, though, is the ever unfolding rose. Like I said, I really feel like you're about to get to the center of something. You're about to get to the bottom of something. This says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So I feel like those initial messages are spot on. Okay, let's see. What's the energy of Mentacom being here? Longing for home. What's the energy of this for Leo, please? What is the energy of this for Leo in the month of May? What's the energy of this for Leo? You have 12th house coming out as an issue, which is about surrendering. It's about the subconscious mind, your compassion, your dreams. It's also about karma. Okay, and for some of you guys, there's a need for you to surrender to some sort of karma, or you're starting to explore your karma, wondering how you got in the cycle that you're currently in, how you're going to get yourself out of this cycle that you're currently in. I definitely feel like there is some level of forgiveness that's needed, but there's a lot of distance that has been created between you and another person. Like, I'm just definitely seeing like two different like worlds here. Okay, and it seems like one person is more vulnerable than the other. The 12th house too, and its shadow energy, it could be like a feeling of guilt. You know, that's kind of an energy that's here too. Possibly you're going through some type of release in the month of May. Releasing baggage, you know, going into a bit of a trance state so that you can heal yourself. A level of spiritual development is definitely on the horizon here, okay? Akashic records, for those of you that are not aware of what the Akashic records are, you might want to look up the Akashic records. In your pre-shuffle even, I was seeing a lot of Akashic energy. Like I said, I think some of you guys are going to be going through some ascension, some level of an ascension this month. Tell me about the ever unfolding rose, please, for Leo. Neptune, okay? Your dreams. You're seeing things differently, I'm telling you. Veils are being lifted. Definitely. They're all even looks like that's an eye sitting in the center of Neptune. Something about your perception has changed. Heavily you're spending a lot of time in your subconscious mind. Okay, I don't really see you saying much or communicating much. I feel like there's very much so a quiet energy around you. There's a settling of energy around you. Neptune is typically like a self-sacrificing type of energy. It's about your imagination. It's about visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy. It's also a very fantastical type of energy, but it can bring a little bit of confusion. It can bring confusion or enchantment, just depending on how open you are or how well you surrender to what is, you know, what they're trying to show you, or what is being like birthed or produced. I feel like you're reaping like fruits of your spiritual harvest, like you've been in some sort of process of cultivating your spirituality, and this is potentially going to be a month that you actually start to see fruit. Okay, tell me one more thing about this situation that Leo's being faced with in the month of May. Tell me one more thing about this, Spirit. Oh, so you have Sagittarius here. You have Jupiter. That's double confirmation on Sagittarius, and I can't make this shit up because the other card, you have Sagittarius, Temperance, sitting here on the top of the deck. So for some of you guys, a Sagittarius could be of some sort of significance. Now, Jupiter is going to go into retrograde on the 14th of April. I'm sorry, 14th of May until the 1st of June. Those dates could be of some sort of significance to you. Those dates could be some type, they could represent, or you might find an opportunity opening up during that time, like a physical opportunity for some of you guys will open up so that you can travel, so that you can make a move, so that you can change some sort of course that you're on right now. For others of you, this is going to be more of like mental reprieve or spiritual reprieve. Like something's going, it's like a light bulb's going to go on, and you're going to have like some type of aha moment where you're going to see things entirely different, okay, in the month of May. I will highly suggest that you guys get grounded. You may be spending a lot of time, you know, like like your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, throat chakra may be overactive right now as well. If you've been drawn to like red, orange, yellow, you should balance your root chakras or your bottom chakras. Okay? But what is Leo's situation in the month of May, please? The Page of Cups. Okay. It's an energy of, you know, tapping into the arts. Now, I did warn some of you guys. I feel like some of you guys, there is going to be some level of like a spiritual ascension that you're going through. But, you know, the Page of Cups altogether represents art, but it's like the beginning of being emotionally tapped into something. Maybe, you know, when I was telling you a moment ago, like, I feel like you were suspicious of something, or you were suspicious of a particular situation or a person or something of that nature. Probably, for some of you guys, I just heard that you could have been suspicious of some type of connection or tie, like an etheric tie that you have with a person, a soulmate tie, a twin flame sort of connection. And maybe you didn't get into that before you met this person. Maybe you thought it was all like foo-foo, whatever. You didn't think it was any truth to it. And like when I'm looking at this Page of Cups and this fish hopping out of this cup, it's a very magical energy, I'll be honest. It's kind of like somebody told you, oh, if you put 3 sunflowers in a cup of water and sit it in the sun for 12 hours and then, you know, say this or that. I don't want to say spell because y'all get spooked out, but that's what this is. Somebody said a fish is going to jump out of the cup. And you didn't believe it, but you was like, hell, I might as well try it, right? And you try it, and then there goes a fish jumping out the fucking cup, right? And for all of you guys, it's not going to be like on... I'm sorry, Spirit. I'm trying... I feel like I keep trying to downplay what you're about to experience spiritually. I think this is going to be something very major. Okay, the next card that you have here is the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Wheel of Fortune here twice. Things are... This is going to be a turn of events. For sure. Now, a lot of you guys, I do feel a turn of events that are going to end up... You're going to end up being single, but it's only so that you can come into some sort of connection or make some type of offer, and like start fresh. This could be a very new situation or a person that you're coming in contact with. A lot of Sagittarius energy, I'm not even going to lie. How would Leo view the Page of Cups? Be in the situation for May. How would Leo view this? Oh, see, the Ten of Swords with Justice. Okay, and well, since you're looking at them this way, the Ten of Swords came first. I'm telling you, it's like some type of betrayal, some type of ending that you've gone through with a person or people, you know, your social circle or whatever the case may be. You're rising from that, but you're rising from it on a spiritual level, and it's only because you went through some type of betrayal or you know, this like suffering, or you know, like old ways dying out, old belief systems, things of that nature dying out. That's bringing justice. That's bringing some level of understanding. Like, it looks like a spiritual graduation is how you would view this situation. And with this Page of Cups, like I said, it's like seeing a new trick, you know, for a kid. Like watching your goldfish swim around in a tank, and all of a sudden he jumps up out of the tank. And it's like, wow, you know, I didn't know that this goldfish had that level of power. You know, so slow it down, Spirit. Wow, it's a lot. Tell me how the people or persons involved would view the Ten of Swords and Justice here. How would they view this? The Six of Wands. Victory. This is your energy. This is you having some type of elevation, some type of accolade. Be honest with you, it's kind of, I'm getting kind of like an ancestral type of vibe. Some of you guys may this month of May come in contact with your ancestors, or like experience some type of indication, or you know, like gain some type of proof or witness something that lets you know that your ancestors are around, that they're watching you, that they're helping you, that they're guiding you into this justice. Interesting. Yeah, you have the Tower here. What's the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune? Where is this situation headed? Where is this going for Leo? Ooh. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. This is, yeah, you're definitely going to be gaining. Something's materializing. And I really feel like it is your spirituality for a lot of you guys. That's what's, yeah. Wow. You have the World with the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you guys, this is your spirituality. Okay. The world, when I think of the world, you know, I think about like a school of fish. And I just had this vision of like Leo being a part of a school of fish that they don't belong with. You know, kind of like Dory, right? For those of you who are fans of Nemo or you've watched Nemo, because you do, that's funny, you have a little clownfish here, but it's an energy of like Dory lives in the ocean. You know, she is a fish that's supposed to be a part of the coral reef, but she doesn't really live in the like sea anemones like the clownfish, like Nemo and his dad. And so she ends up being stung by the jellyfish and, you know, chased by a shark. She's very gullible to the environment that she's been placed in. But with the, like, that's why this like Ten of Swords and this justice energy is here. You know, it's definitely like an energy of you rising again, you know. It's an energy of you rising again, and setting yourself apart from the rest of the fish that are in the school with you. And what's, oh my God, Leo. When I looked at this Ten of Pentacles, I'm like, damn, and now you eating them for dinner. You know, so I just feel like this is a major like rein in of your power that's going to be taking place in May. And I don't think that it's going to feel like that initially, okay? It's going to be very uncomfortable. Tell me about the world here with this cycle opening up. Definitely there's going to be a change in your finances. You have Temperance here again, okay? So double confirmation, a lot of Sagittarius energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, a Pisces as well, but there's a lot of Sagittarius energy here. Tell me more about the world, please. Whatever this transition is definitely going to be bringing things into balance. This might be you needing to negotiate your feelings with another person, or this is you putting up some type of barrier around yourself because you're not willing to negotiate with another person. This is more Sagittarius energy. Some of you guys as Sagittarius could have put up a boundary or put you at some type of distance, but this is also like a wounded warrior energy for me. And I mean, damn, like you're going from the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is very steady, very abundant. This is daddy. Like, if you need somebody to trust, like, this is who that is. Okay? Tell me how would Leo view this King of Pentacles energy? Yeah, a rebirth. Okay? A renewal of plans. Some type of revelation that you're having, for sure. Like, look at everybody else in a bubble. You have certain people that have already, like, gone on this process of ascension, right? But it's also, like, what's crazy is that in the video, I don't know why I'm getting so many downloads of Nemo. And some of you guys could have children. This could have something to do with your children. But when in the beginning of the movie, when the Nemo's dad and Nemo's mom have the babies, they're actually in bubbles like this. And the only one that ends up surviving is Nemo. What's odd is that Nemo has like a little defect on his fin or whatever. But aside from that, he has a lot of courage. You know, very adventurous. Tell me more about this renewal of plans. There's some level of forgiveness. Yeah, as I said that, the Four of Wands comes out. There's some level of forgiveness that you're either wanting or somebody else is wanting. There's some type of status quo or status change that you desire. How would the people or person that Leo's connecting to view the Four of Wands? The High Priestess. Somebody might already know. You could be dealing with someone who is very, very intuitive. I'm seeing a lot of moon energy here. It's a heavy manifestation energy. For some of you guys, you could have Cancer or Pisces in your chart. Or like I said, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. I think that somebody is still very much so confused about deception that might have taken place in between the two of you guys, and that could be why you're at a space where you need to start over. I do feel like there could have been some level of like emotional immaturity at one point. What is expanding? Tell me about the Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. What the hell just happened here? Okay, let me use these. Tell me about this Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. Tell me about this. Yeah, this is like, I feel an energy of like somebody leaving and not saying a word. And I really feel like it's you. Tell me more about this. Yeah. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, leaving quietly. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is that new offer. There is some type of reconciliation. I feel like there was some exaggerated gossip about a person that you might have been suspicious of, but you're going to end up finding out like the truth. The Ace of Pentacles is the minor arcana to the sun. So something's going to happen that's going to give you an inkling of hope. But I want to say, and I've said it already, but I want to say it again, it's going to be uncomfortable, okay? With the Chariot here in reverse, like this particular side of the Chariot, in order for him to even take off, her to take off, they had to break like ancestral patterns. You know, it's breaking bondage, breaking through barriers like generational curses and trauma is like the vibe that I'm getting here. Is even with this like Six of Cups. It's like somebody, you know, like leaving the nest. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, but I don't feel like it's in a physical sense. I feel like it's more of in a mental or like metaphysical sense, like leaving the nest, like gaining flight, right? It's a heavy elevation or ascension energy that's surrounding you right now. Okay, tell me one more thing about how is this situation going to look towards the end of May? Because I need to get Leo some clarity. How's this going to look towards the end of May? Please, Spirit. Ooh, okay. We'll take that. You have the Nine of Cups here. And the Ace of Cups. Well, Ten of Cups energy. Full emotional completion. That full emotional contentment, fulfillment is what I meant to say. Now, what's interesting is what your original energy was for your situation was the Page of Cups. So that's starting off. That's like an infant type of emotion, right? Infants throw tantrums. They don't really know how to control their emotions, that sort of thing. But you're going all the way to the 10. So this is a full cycle, and this is going to happen very quickly. You know, with the Chariot here, it's almost like you're not going to see it coming. That's also the vibe that I'm seeing. It's double entendre too, because it's like you've been waiting on this change. You've been waiting on this ascension. You've been waiting on something to give. And you've been waiting so long that you didn't expect it. When it does show up, or it may have already shown up and you might have like almost missed it, and now you're going to get some type of revelation about it. A lot of nines here. Okay, so definitely in your final stages of being stagnant. I see a lot of movement. Okay, after this. Yeah, so there's the Page of Cups, and I'm so glad they brought that back out. So this is a whole nother deck of cards. You still have the Page of Cups going to the Ace of Cups to the 9. All right. Definitely like dream fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Your dreams were sitting here as like an issue. I kind of feel like there were obstacles that were continuously like unfolding and unfolding and unfolding, and you're going to finally get to the center of this. For some of you guys, you've been wanting to be the center of attention. I see that here very clearly. For those of you that are possibly in theater, you know, hoping for some type of promotion or elevation at your job. I'm definitely seeing that. How does Leo want to resolve their situation? Yeah. You have the Devil here in reverse. So wanting to release toxic ways. Getting rid of the excess. And for a lot of you guys, it is, you know, wanting to release some type of bond or tie that you have with a person. You have that here with the Queen of Swords. And the Emperor. This could be someone who abuses their power. And like you have the Empress here too. Now, for some of you guys, okay, you could have been in a relationship with a person and you didn't realize how toxic the tie was or how toxic the bond was until you you know, came across another person, or, you know, this recent like social distancing or you being separated from this person has brought some level of realization that it's toxic, that it needs to transform, that this old way of being, this old way of viewing love needs to die out. Okay. And in the process, you know, this is quite clearly a third party situation. There could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, a Capricorn even, a Taurus or an Aries that you have been trying to walk away from, or that you've been trying to separate yourself from. Particularly, I'm seeing Libra. Hell, this could be your mother, because she's got gray hair. She's got gray hair sitting like hand in hand with the devil. And when I'm looking at this, it's like very cloudy around her. Like all she does is cause smoke. Like it's that type of energy, very fiery, very feisty. And then when I'm looking at this Emperor and this Empress, they seem to be gaining some level of clarity. Some level of abundance is what they're focused on. Now, if I had this way, where one of them was facing forward and the other one was facing backwards, it would kind of concern me as far as like your love relationships go. But I kind of feel like you're going to be coming into union with a person that understands you, a person that you understand. And this is you guys turning your back on what no longer serves you, what like things that don't matter. And you guys might not actually be together yet, because it's interesting when I'm looking at the Emperor's throne, he's sitting in this valley, okay? But his valley, the end of his valley is actually connected to the Empress throne. And she's like out in the open, basically enjoying her growth. Kind of feeling like if you're the divine masculine in this situation, you could be sending some type of message to a Taurus, a Libra, a Scorpio. They could have Venus in Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, or even Aries. Tell me one more thing about why Leo would want to resolve this with the devil in reverse. It's the Ten of Cups. It's the Ten of Cups because you want to be happy. You just want to be happy. The Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, and now you're going to the 10, and now you have the Page of Cups in reverse. And I really feel like, wow, look, in the Ace of Cups. It's like somebody that brings you some type of joy or happiness is at a distance right now. And this is you wanting to make some type of gesture towards them, closing the distance. Like, this is what you had, the Nine of Cups. It's like you having some type of barrier. Same thing here for the Emperor. He's sitting in a valley. He's within some type of barrier, social boundary or something like that. But what he's looking at on the other side is an angel. Okay. Tell me what the, let me put these back, because I would like to know if there's some double confirmation. What's the outcome? Oh, that's the Three of Pentacles. That hit the ground. I kind of feel like traditions are going out the door. That was immediately the vibe that I got off of this card. You know, and what's interesting is you have one person on one side of this column and you have this other person on this side of the column. One is actually like, seems to be like, it takes on the energy of a manifester, building, bringing things into the 3D, the breaking down this barrier. And then this person seems to be holding a book. It's kind of like a monk type of energy. But what's interesting too about the two dynamics of these people on this card, it's like one person's action and the other person's silence simultaneously is working together in this situation to build something. But let me see. You have Seven of Wands here in reverse with the High Priestess. You know, the outcome could be unblocking someone unblocking you. Tell me what the outcome of this situation. Yeah, unblocking. Duh. Tell me what the outcome of this situation is for Leo. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay. It's looking like a union. I'm just saying. Nine of Pentacles is about things coming into the 3D. You know, in a moment ago when I kept looking at those full moons, like in the Four of Wands, and then there was another card that came out with a full moon. They didn't appear that close. And now we're right up on this full moon. Some of you guys could have a moon in Virgo, Scorpio, Aries. I'm also seeing a rising in Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo. Second house, Pisces. Jupiter in Cancer. Venus in Cancer. I don't know why. I feel like people are asking because it's clearly like a third party type of vibration that's going on here. Tell me about another set for those that didn't resonate with that, Spirit. What is the outcome going to be for this second set of Leos? What's the outcome for the second set of Leos in the month of May, please? Death. Okay, something is still transforming. Something is over. You have Strength here in the reverse. This is you facing demons with the King of Swords, like ready to take on a storm, being very direct about it, knowing exactly what it is that you want. That is what I see. Okay, let's see. What's the advice for Leo? Spirit, what is the advice? That's too many. Okay, you have Rama. What are you being called to journey to? Who had this? I think it was Virgo. I think Virgo had this card. Then you have the Priestess. Hello. Okay. How are you being called to step up and lead? And then you have Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Capricorn had that. Let me just want to ask one more time. What is the advice for Leo, please? A clear message. What's the advice? Pleiades. Double mission. Channeling and uplifting humanity. Now, I want to go back to the beginning. This first card, Menticon, right? And I told you it seems like she's getting that first, like, feeling or activation of, like, her higher self, her aura. Now look at her. And then you have Unbound here. Cut the cords. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Definitely. Feel like this is an energy of you severing etheric ties with things that just don't serve you. This is really beautiful. Leo, that's your reading. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. You can book a personal reading on my website. And I will see you guys next month. Bye.